All right, and good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday. Um, this is the day that I have set aside every week for resume consultations. For those who don't know me, I'm Jonathan Williams, owner, operator of Infinite Social Solutions. I offer a lot of IT solutions for small businesses, like social media management, um, computer repair, computer training, um, website development, all sorts of things. But Wednesdays, one of the other services that I offer is resume writing. So on Wednesdays, I do free consultations and I also do these live videos to show you ways of improving your resume. I do a lot with Chat GPT as well to um, revise resumes, edit resumes, update resumes, those sorts of things. So again, this is every Wednesday that I do this. Totally free. You can ask any questions that you have in the chat. I am monitoring all the chats as well too. Um, so let's get started. So this week I wanted to um, give you an example of a resume that I recently received from a client who needed to update their resume. They are a medical assistant. They have total of 8 years and 7 months of um, experience in that job, in that field. Their resume was a little, what I say, on the bony side. Like it didn't have a lot of information in there. It was a well formatted resume, but it did not have a lot of information. So the plan was to beef up the resume to make it look like the original resume was really bare bones. So even though this person had these years of experience, the resume really did not reflect um, that as far as the bullet points and skills that were listed and things like that. So the idea was to take that resume and beef it up a bit and make it pop out more. You know, when those hiring managers and stuff go and look at the resume, um, they see the meat, um, so to speak, in that resume, as opposed to the skimpy, bony resume that was sent to me. All right. So this person, they're a medical assistant. So since they've been in this field for so long, um, where they worked is important, but they've done the same job for close to 9 years, right? So what you want to do in that case, if you've been in a field for a very long time and you are looking for a job in that same field, um, what's gonna be most important on your resume is the skills that you've acquired over that time period, and not so much where you work. Now, your work experience, that's gonna be on the resume, but it's gonna be secondary, right? So we're not gonna put too much emphasis in where you've previously held jobs. So the way this resume is gonna go is you're gonna highlight the skills first, and then the experience, or the skills, and then skills and experience, and then where you've worked is going to be secondary. Okay, and show you what that will look like as well. All right, so first thing I'm going to do for a medical assistant, usually what I'll do is I'll go to a job search site like Indeed. You can go to monster.com, any job site, job search sites. And what I like to do is I like to find three job listings for that particular job title. Okay, so this person is a medical assistant, so I'm going to search medical assistant because what I'm looking for, and what I'm going to end up doing is taking what the requirements for that job are, or what the responsibilities for that job are, and I'm going to put them in a separate document, and then put them in Chat GPT to filter a lot of this stuff out. So, see, certified registered medical assistant and job description. So we got room training, triage patients, scheduling. All right. And Gonna grab that here. And I like to just skim through, you know. All right, required skills. Responsibilities here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to take all of this information, put it into Chat GPT, and what I'm going to do is going to take the most common skills out of all of this to get a skills list. Right. And again, if you have any questions, just please feel free to ask them in the chat. All right. So I have my list here. All right. So we're going to go to ChatGPT, and what we are going to do is I need a new chat. So usually I like to start with like extracting like the 10 common skills. So common skills. That's a good starting point. So I always start there just to see what ChatGPT is going to give me. All right, just to get an idea of the common skills from these 3 job listings. So attention to detail, adherence to HIPAA compliance, ability to multitask, use of medical EMR system, or organizational skills, blah, blah, blah. So I have those 10, right? So I'm going to put these in my notes. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a search for medical assistants online. And we're going to look up actual skills. So 20 must-have skills for medical assistants. Clinical administrative. And those are the most important. So we got interpersonal skills, clinical, administrative. All right. I'm going to use this information. All right. See if we can find anything else. 7 skills for success. All right, that's a good one. And the great thing about this as well too is I actually get to learn about all these different jobs as I do a little research on the jobs and stuff like that. So it's good. All right. So I think I have a nice list here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what I already have from Indeed and what was already in the client's resume, stuff that they listed. And I'm going to add that here. And I'm going to change what I want ChatGPT to do. So take the following skills and list them under the categories below. See what we get. Actually, let's do this. Take that back a step. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Using the category. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the categories that we have, the interpersonal skills, clinical skills, so on and so forth. Make 5 bullet points for each using original message. All right, so what I'm doing is these 5 category or skill categories here. I'm asking ChatGPT to take all of this information here, extract information from here, and create bullet points for this list of skills here. We'll see what we get. All right, so these actually look good. All right, so also in the resume, the client had specific skills listed. So what I'm going to do is going to take those skills and we're going to add that to what the results that we just got. So all right. Now what we're going to do is format for resume. All right, so now I have these skills here, and the result, and I'm just gonna insert a horizontal line here. So we took this information and the information that we got from 3 job listings on Indeed, and we took all the skills and responsibilities from those job listings, and also looked up online important skills for medical assistant. We found 5 categories that we want to use. Those 5 categories are interpersonal skills, clinical skills, administrative skills, computer and medical technology skills, and knowledge of basic medical procedures. So we took all of that information to come up with these 5 categories that will go onto the resume. and then use Chat GPT to also create 5 bullet points um, to under each category. So as of now, with the skills listed here, with the automated systems that are on these job search sites, this resume will more than likely get a hit because since we pulled from the actual job listings, the words and keywords and things like that, the keywords that are these automated systems are looking for are actually more than likely going to hit now for this client's resume. So that's a good thing because they're more likely to you know get an interview because these systems are pulling their resume and then the hiring managers are looking at the resume. So and that's the intention with doing this way. I mean, from my experience, these automated systems, if you don't have the right keywords, they audit. Like I've applied for jobs, and maybe like 5-10 minutes later, I get an email saying, um, didn't qualify for the job, or they have that. Um, they send you that email like they found someone better qualified for the job, and I know that 9 times out of 10, I suspect that a human did not look at my resume because I've applied for jobs where I am totally qualified, like jobs that didn't require certifications. Like it was just a couple jobs, just like answering phones and stuff like that. Now I've worked on help desk or have help desk experience, and um, my application gets kicked back immediately. So I know that a human did not look at my resume, or at least that's what I suspect. So, but yeah, so we have our skills here. So we took this from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we took this from 11 bullet points, and now we have 25 bullet points, all listing specific skills that are being sought after for medical assistance. So that's good. So that took care of that. And did I lose my screen? What's going on here? And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat. So I'm going to do one more thing here. So once we have these skills, right? So if you have your when you have your resume, this will be the first things on your resume, right? So let me just create a new document here, give you an idea of what this would look like. So I'm gonna paste this here. I'm gonna change the font size. So yeah, so this would go into your resume first. So it'd be listed as like key skills or something like that, because you've already worked at this job for several years. So we know you're a medical assistant. So the key thing now is to show your experience and your skills as a medical assistant. So you don't have to, since you've pretty much done the same thing at all your jobs, it's pretty much given that you know the basics of being a medical assistant. So now what you're highlighting is the specific things or specific skills that you have in those jobs. So to create or to not have this redundancy of just listing the same skills under each job, you're just going to take all your skills and list them into skill categories to show what you've done. So what that means is that when you get to the part of your resume where you're writing down or showing your experience, all you're doing then is just listing everywhere you worked and how long you've worked there, just to give just so you can show how many years and months of experience you have at that particular job. So that way, the hiring manager can just go through and look and see if you have done the things that they're looking for, and if you've done the basic things at that job in this case as a medical assistant, right? So they're going to go through, skim through, look through, find certain keywords, see what you've done, blah, blah, blah. So that hopefully, they'll call you for an interview, and you can interview and hopefully get that job. So yeah, so that was a short video. A lot of these lives are just short. They just keep them short and basic. You could always come back and look at them again. But I really do this in hopes to interact with you guys and answer your questions and things like that. So I will be available for the rest of the day. If you need to contact me, the information is here on the screen. So you can go to the website, schedule a consultation. You can email me at jonwilliams@infsocialsolutions.com. And again, I do this every Wednesday, or I try to at least do it every Wednesday. So hopefully, spread the word. If you know anybody that needs help with their resume, feel free to send me their information or give them my email address and have them email me. But until then, I am John Williams for Infinite Social Solutions, and I will see you all next week. Enjoy the rest of your week.